There is a new mobile data carrier option available for those of us in the RV and travel space that works on every cell tower, has prioritized data, high gigabyte data options, and so much more. And that's what we're diving into today. Welcome to RoamLink. Hi guys, this is Andy from Mobile Must Have. In this video, we're talking about the new wireless network that we at Mobile Must Have created called RoamLink. I am really excited about this video as this has been a project we've been working on for probably a year or so, and just finally kind of bringing it out into the open is just like turning in a big final exam for us here at Mobile Must Have. But not only that, we feel like this is really solving a big problem and a big gap we personally have been experiencing that this is now solving. Now in this video, we're going to go over a lot. I want to do a deep dive into what is RoamLink, how it works, key features and functions and all that kind of stuff. So I will break this video up into different sections down below. So feel free to click through that if you need to jump ahead or want to skip back to something. That's going to be your chapter markers there. So first, let's talk about what is RoamLink Wireless. And some details there. So RoamLink Wireless is an MVNO, a mobile virtual network operator. So it's an official network operator. Now we don't have and own any of the infrastructure. We are going to be working off of existing infrastructure, but we manage all the network stuff after that. So how many gigabytes are in plans, what plans are available, are they throttled, that kind of stuff. What's great though about RoamLink and one of its first key features is it works on every tower. So we're on Verizon towers, AT&T towers, T-Mobile towers, and US Cellular towers. So the coverage you get with one plan is going to be extensive. You can't get anything better than that. Not only that, remember this is now 5G and LTE connectivity, so you can park under trees, inside covered buildings and stuff like that and still get coverage with this particular plan. So that is a huge benefit here. With also being our own network carrier, we have a lot of flexibility in data plans and throttles and all that kind of stuff too. Everything I'm saying here is going to be relevant as of basically Q3, so September of 2024. That said, a lot of this is probably going to change as we get feedback based on what kind of plans are available or people are looking for. So definitely go to roamlink.com if you want to see the latest information about anything we can talk about in this video. So the first category I want to talk about is what is RoamLink Wireless and what does that mean and how are we saying we are a wireless carrier? Well, RoamLink is registered as a MVNO, a mobile virtual network operator. So it is just going to, as official as Mint Mobile, as Boost, what are some of the other ones that were out there? Metro PCS, stuff like that. Stuff that ran on other networks, those are MVNOs. RoamLink Wireless is exactly the same thing, registered the same way, all of that. Now the networks that RoamLink runs on is very extensive. So it's Verizon, AT&T, T-Mobile, and US Cellular. We use the towers for all of those carriers to get you connected, but as soon as your data hits the tower, we are managing basically the traffic throughput, so the throttles and the gigabyte speeds and all that kind of stuff. That means it's very, very flexible, and Mobile Must Have has a lot of control over basically what that wireless plan or carrier is. So that's the great news, is we have a lot of control over it and we can provide the best service for RVers, which is our main goal, and travelers and boaters and stuff like that, we can. So that's what's really exciting about RoamLink Wireless and why we fought so hard and kind of created this network for us. Now let's talk about some features and benefits within RoamLink. I have so many, I've got to keep them on my phone because there's just too many to go through around what RoamLink is and what RoamLink offers. The first is going to be prioritized network access. This means you're going to have the fastest speeds available from the tower. There's nothing slowing you down. The network's not slowing you down. The network's not saying anybody gets data before you do. You on RoamLink are going to be the prioritized kind of data stream. So that means you stay connected faster at those faster speeds, and if they're going to slow someone down, they're going to slow down probably the carrier direct speeds first, and you're going to be the last one to slow down. Now there are going to be times where this network might be a little slower if the tower is super saturated. That we can't do anything about. That tower is going to be slow, but you are going to see the faster speeds last the longest with that higher, with basically the highest prioritized data on that tower. We've already mentioned this too, but you're going to have unbeatable coverage with RoamLink. We run on the Verizon, AT&T, T-Mobile, and US Cellular towers. So as long as you are in cell range in general, you're not having a particular plan, as long as you are in range of a tower, you are going to be connected, which has just been mind-blowing as I've been traveling around the summer testing this plan. Next is designed for mobility. And I say that as in you can use this in motion without any extra charging. It's just LTE and 5G, just like your phone. You can use it in motion. You can use this under trees. You can use this inside buildings. It is much more flexible as far as how it's connected. Just like your phone is connected to a cell service, so is RoamLink. It runs on the same technology. Depending on what you're putting it into, you might actually get way better coverage if you're using a roof antenna. We've sold a lot of those, or you're using like a window mount antenna. You don't want something permanently installed, or even just the peplink. The peplinks have 4 times the antennas that a phone does coverage-wise, so you can get some really good coverage with RoamLink, far better than what you're used to on your phone. All of our data plans, including RoamLink, will come with US-based support. So if you ever have an issue, you can't get something connected, you can reach out to Mobile Must Have and we will get you sorted. Support is included as long as you have an active plan with RoamLink. RoamLink also is available over eSIM or physical SIM card. This is greatly expanding the accessibility to the RoamLink network. If you have a device, a peplink device that was purchased probably within 2023 and 2024, most of those are eSIM compatible. So that means you can order a RoamLink plan and within a couple hours we can have it activated for you completely remotely. If you have an older device or you just want a SIM card in general too, that's fine. You can buy your RoamLink plan, order a free SIM card with it, have it shipped to you, and then you can have RoamLink available via the SIM card. Both have advantages. The eSIM can be instantly activated, which is fantastic. The physical SIM is great because you can move it between one device or another if you have multiple peplink devices or you move around a lot. That is also an option. So both are free. You can go eSIM or physical SIM. They're both included, but just something to keep in mind. And last is flexibility. So there are no contracts with RoamLink. It is purely month to month. You can sign up 1 month and turn it off the next. There's no annual contracts or anything. There's also a 7-day money back guarantee. Now you can't use a ton of data and then say you don't like it, because that doesn't make sense. But if you don't use a lot of data and you're within your 7 days, you can absolutely say you don't like this anymore and return it for a refund. So we're all here about customer satisfaction, making sure that what we say is true in these videos is actually true. As we've been doing, we travel ourselves. This is what we do to stay connected. This is the same technology we expect and hope you guys are enjoying as well. Now let's quickly talk about plans and pricing. My quick disclaimer here is this information is probably going to be the one that changes the most out of this entire video, as this might change seasonally based on what we have available to us, also and based on feedback from our current subscribers as what is they're looking for, and all that kind of stuff. So I'm recording this end of August 2024, so that's the date on this video. If you're watching this quite a bit later, definitely check out roamlink.com for the latest information. As of today, we're going live with 2 main plans. It is going to be a 100 gig plan for $100 and a 300 gig plan for $159. Now remember, this is prioritized data. This is all carriers. There's a huge list of benefits from this. So we're really excited about launching with these particular plans. These 2 plans will work on every peplink router. You can do that with eSIM or with a physical SIM, depending on what works best for you. So those are the plans available today. Now, I do have 2 additional plans available, but there is a hardware limitation here. If you have a dual modem device that was purchased 2023 and more current, it most likely will work. Here's the official list I'll put on the screen. And these are going to be Fusion SIM compatible routers. We have RoamLink available plans with larger gigabyte options. So a 500 and an unlimited plan option are available with these particular device options. Now, these larger plans will still run some data through RoamLink Wireless directly, but we are also able to provide larger amounts of data through other networks and sometimes carrier direct plans that are offered through Fusion SIM. It's all still virtual SIM technology. It's all still remote. Now, what's great about the 500 and unlimited plan is it is going to be a merge of kind of both RoamLink and carrier direct plans. Carrier direct plans are great because you can get really close to actually true unlimited options in some cases, and you can get that then on, like, let's say, the unlimited plan. But then you get the benefit of having available RoamLink data for when you're in a place that might have kind of low coverage and you just want to stay connected. You can then use RoamLink to stay connected in places that are a bit more, let's say, sketchy on the carrier coverage side. But then when you're in a place with good coverage and you just need a lot of data, maybe you're like a YouTuber that's uploading a lot of data, like this video, I will use something that has a lot more data available, and that's when kind of Fusion SIM is great to kind of plug in. If you want to learn more about Fusion SIM, I'll link a video here. It's not the main point here, but you do have, basically for this video, you've got 4 different plans. You've got a 100 gig, a 300 gig option, and then if you have a Fusion SIM compatible device, you also have access to a 500 and an unlimited plan option. We'll do more about Fusion SIM plans later. If you have questions about that, please leave a comment down below, and we'll definitely make sure we cover that in a future video. Now, a lot of us watching this video, we're going to have already purchased our Peplinks and have our bundle set up with the roof antenna and power, and we're just looking for kind of the latest and greatest best data plan, and that's what RoamLink is for. If you're looking for either a supplemental data plan or a primary data plan, RoamLink might be and probably is going to be your best option based on coverage and data and all the things. But there's a lot of people that might not have a Peplink and are still looking at RoamLink and looking at the best way to get basically a full internet package, a complete solution per se. And that's what RoamLink Connect is. Let's talk about RoamLink Connect for a few minutes. So RoamLink Connect is, as I said, is a full plug and play hardware and data plan solution that it comes fully configured. So you don't have to worry about setup. You don't have to worry about configuring a device or anything. All you have to do is take it out of the box, plug in the antennas, plug it into power, and you're all done. There is a way to scan, basically, to get on the Wi-Fi if you're on a phone or a tablet, and it will automatically connect you to RoamLink's Wi-Fi. But if you have a computer and need to do it the old school way, it's on the back of the router too, the Wi-Fi name and password. And that's it. There's no configuration. There's nothing you need to do. You just need to put it on power, put it behind something on the TV, or hang it up on the wall so it's nice and secure. Now you're all set up with RoamLink Connect. Now, RoamLink Connect does come with a small upfront rental fee, and then it is the same monthly price as the RoamLink wireless plans. So all the plans we talked about earlier in the video, exactly the same price for this, although there is a different page if you want to learn more about RoamLink Connect. I'll link that here. Now, last in this section, I wanted to share some of my personal feedback based on RoamLink as we've been traveling kind of throughout the Midwest over the last couple months with RoamLink, testing it as we travel around. I have been very pleased with RoamLink. It has kept us connected everywhere we've gone, and the speeds have far exceeded every other plan, even Starlink, that I have on board. It is actually to the point where I am going through way too much data too fast because the speeds are insanely fast and incredible on RoamLink. It is almost too much of a good thing. There have been multiple times I've tested 700 down or 600 down, and I'm in the middle of like Montrose, Colorado, in the middle of nowhere, getting 700 down on a 5G connection. So definitely too much of a good thing. There was one day I went through 10 gigs alone. I didn't even think I was using the internet, and we went through 10 gigs. So I say that as in there are lots of things you can do, and yes, it's great to have a fast network and get 700 down. It's super impressive to see on your speed test, but that means you could be going through data really, really quickly, and so something to keep in mind of. The other thing that's been great about RoamLink is I am typically parked under a tree. It has been very hot out here in kind of the Colorado mountains, so we have been dying for shade this particular summer, and I would say 3 weeks out of 4 in a month, I find myself under a tree. You can see I'm even fighting the sun now. And so Starlink, for a couple months, I literally just turned off because I couldn't use it where I was parked. And so having RoamLink and having a stable 5G LTE connection has been really nice to not even really be concerned that Starlink is or isn't working. Now, I am personally running on a BR2, so I am running a 5G connection and that's where I'm seeing. If you're going on an LTE router, something with like a Cat 12, I'm still seeing upwards of 100 megabytes a second on Cat 12 or like just regular 4G LTE speeds. So you are still seeing really, really strong, fast speeds on LTE even without 5G, and that's why, I mean, RoamLink is just going to be really something that's beneficial to people that need good coverage and need decent speeds where they go. But yeah, almost definitely too much of a good thing with the speed test, because I was recording some videos and going through 10 gigs of data just doing speed tests to kind of get some coverage and footage and stuff for social media. So definitely watch that video where we show you how to manage your data best you can with RoamLink and get all to it. We are super excited that RoamLink is here and available now to be used. If you are interested in signing up for any of the plans, I've linked a bunch of pages below. I'll link another one here to get you right to RoamLink.com, and you can then purchase your plan or learn more about those plans there. If you do have any questions or wanted to learn more, please leave a comment down on YouTube below. That's always great. You can also chat with us directly on our website. In the bottom left-hand side, if you do have any questions, it goes right to an agent after asking your name. You don't talk to a bot there. Or if email works best for you, you can shoot us an email at info@mobilemusthave.com, and we're happy to kind of email you back and forth there. But if you are someone that also likes a phone call, you can set up a phone call conversation and we can go you through questions. We can talk you through hardware options through RoamLink Connect and find really that right option for you if you have some version of internet you're trying to go to or looking for a new solution completely. We can help you find the best option for you, and happy to walk you through that. Whether that's on phone, email, text, you can, whatever works best for you. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and we hope to see you all on the road. Thanks, bye.